Team Smile. All right, the happy people. Let's talk about your paper. Let me pull it up here on my screen. Okay, from Anti-Utopia to Realize Dystopia, the shifting perspectives in V for Vendetta. A very capable paper right off the bat. One of the things that this paper does well is work with the readings from class, particularly the Kumar. Obviously stating that case that we actually have some progression from one kind of anti-utopia to dystopia. Kumar's helpful for that. Pretty good close readings too. You don't have to put more. I'm just glancing at the paper and the parenthetical citations. You guys don't have to, in MLA style, you don't have to put more 14 if it's apparent that it's from that text. So you can just put 14 or 15. But good attempt here to stay working closely with our works. Later you work with the Boccolini and the Moylan as well to make this point about the shift from an anti-utopia to a dystopia, depending on the perspective of the character or the people involved. So you make a good presentation of that. I'm going to read your opening paragraph, though. So overall, clear argument, good use of our readings from class to lay out this definition, and solid close readings. So here's the first paragraph. The perspective in which it is being viewed largely defines the definition of dystopia and anti-utopia. In the case of V for Vendetta, the general population in V have widely different views. But using EV as a symbol for the general population of England, one observes the sense of awareness being awakened by V and the growing dissent as a result. By the conclusion of the story, there is a shared perspective and therefore a singular definition of their society as a dystopia. Okay, so that paragraph is a little convoluted, a little awkward. What I love that argument, the paper argument, is right up front. Absolutely the right way to do that, Team Smile. I don't know if I mentioned you should do it that way. Put your argument first, but you're one of the few teams that did that, and that's great. That's exactly how you want to write these papers. Individual papers or team papers. Your argument should be front and center, but it should also be the best version of your argument. So you want to word it in a way that it just, I don't know, flows and melts like butter off the page. Yes, I said melts like butter. So yeah, you want your argument to be as clear as possible in your strongest version of the argument. In general, this is a fine paper. It's a very capable paper. It just is missing that little dynamic flair. If you know what I mean. What it's missing is the punchline or the so what we say in argumentation. So now that you've proven that it is, and I think you did a great job and a very capable job of proving that it functions more as a dystopia, or there is a progression from anti-utopia to dystopia in the perspective of the characters. Once we've established that, why does that matter? That's that so what angle. How do we make that a meaningful distinction? You know, because we can make distinctions all day in literary analysis or cultural analysis, but we want to make sure that the distinctions that we make are ones that actually have some significance or some consequences. So that's the next level that this paper is missing. The close readings are good. The support of the definitions strong, but now we're missing that so what piece, that why does it matter part component. And so I would like that little zinger there. So, you know, how do we apply that to society at large? How is it working its way outward to talk about other things? How does that change our engagement with the text? You know, some bigger stakes that you embed there. Now, it may be that you need to not talk about utopias and dystopias so much, anti-utopias and dystopias so much, and then instead talk about something else, like sociality, social awareness, human relationships, something that you can build into that argument and say, hey, it has these particular set of consequences. So that's that. Your paper needs that little punch there, but it's otherwise a very capable paper. Your presentations, as I think you know, were great. You did a good job in class. We really enjoyed seeing multiple people playing Left 4 Dead while you did the presentation. It kind of was a little chaotic, but I think it actually worked. I mean, it worked to have that interplay between, you know, academic kind of presentation and then, oh no, we're dying, we're dead, we're dying. And this gameplay footage, no one's dying. This is a very capable playthrough. So great job on presentations. Assessment. Okay, this is the pleasure part. This is why you guys get the We Are Family music, because your team is doing exceptionally well. As you all have reviewed it, nothing needs to change. Go forth and do the final machinima, the final walkthrough, and you know, let's that's where I really want to see you guys come strong. I want an awesome, high standard critical walkthrough from you all. Either a machinima or a walkthrough, something that is captivating, something that has that sense of purpose, you know, that sense of meaning to it, the high stakes, not just here's our walkthrough, here are our thoughts. I actually want you guys to take it to the next level. So we may need to talk in person about this. What is your argument about the content that you will be using? How do you do something that is socially relevant, perceptive, and actually utilizes all the talent that you have in your team? Because your team is doing well. You're one of the 2 best functioning teams in the class. And so you have a lot of resources in your team, in your group, to do this walkthrough, to do a critical video project that actually has some stakes in it. So I don't want to see just a here's our video kind of thing from you guys. We really want to see the very best, because happy people produce good work. Well, I'm sure you can do it, but let's talk more in person about that. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, please email me or talk to me in class or after class. And I'm looking forward to seeing the final project from Team Smile. Can't wait. In this case, we're in the dark. Left 4 Dead and in the dark. With a very tiny flashlight. Very tiny. Whoa. Very dark.
To the imitation zone. Forget it, brother. You can go it alone. London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out.